Oh, hello. I will give you a short 5-minute update on MC Hammer. Now, for those of you who don't know or don't remember, MC Hammer, first introduced by ARM in 2012 at the LLVM Meeting, is a framework for the exhaustive testing of the MC layer implementation for ARM. Basically tests all command words and makes sure that are properly encoded and decoded, or rather that the behavior is the same as the one of the ARM proprietary tools. We have found about 35 to 40 issues with open sourced all fixes, and certainly we've added the proper regression test to make sure that this will not reappear. There are 2 more issues remaining to be fixed in upstream LLVM. We have patches for this. They're waiting to be upstreamed, so hopefully soon we'll be able to say that the MC layer for ARM is correct. Now, looking at the issues, they didn't seem to be much of a problem. However, this was not an entirely painless effort. Doing this, I have run into some infrastructure issues in MC, and I'd like to give you a short preview of what these are. First of all, everybody knows parsing isn't easy. However, I found that when actually trying to implement the spec exactly, it is much harder than it has to be. And this is because ARM has a lot of aliases for instructions. There are very many ways to write the same thing. There are many optional modifiers related to flag bits and instruction lengths. There are encodings dependent of size of immediates. There are multiple ways to represent immediates. There's custom parsing required and a lot of range chain checking. And in truth, the core issue is that the parser that we have in MC is really not a parser but a string matcher, and its behavior is a bit strange at times. So it is dependent of the order of instructions are evaluated. And that order is controlled by table gen, but is not entirely predictable at times. So what you find is that you do need quite a lot of C++ code required to accept or reject operands, for instance. As a result, the existing ARM parser is pretty heavily hard-coded, and it is quite difficult to make changes. And it goes so hard that there is ARM-specific behavior even in table gen. Now, the decoder, really, sadly, table gen is not, does not have enough features to describe how to properly decode ARM instructions. And this is because it relies on the fixed bits, treating them as opcodes. But in ARM, we have instructions which decode differently depending on combination of operands. And some instructions may be defined or undefined depending on combinations of operands. And as such, they are in need of custom decoders. And those are a pain to write. Basically, we do everything by hand again. So additionally, sometimes we are dependent on certain sub-architectural features, but unfortunately, those features are hidden away from the custom decoders due to the namespace mechanism, so they are completely unavailable. So in short, MC does need a new parser to make life easier, and as far as decoding goes, we need to improve the way, we need to improve table gen to reduce need for custom decoders. We need better decoder logic to deambiguate more instruction forms. And we really should have an API to expose architectural features to decoder functions. Otherwise, we'll have to hard code things forever. That's it. Thank you. Any questions?